What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Quick Math. Today we're going to talk about how we can use the unitary method to solve problems relating to rates. So a rate is where we've got a comparison of two things that are not necessarily the same, but they are related. So a really good example, a really good way to know if we're dealing with the rate is if we hear the word per. And so we would have heard this when we're talking about speed, like 10 meters per second or 100 kilometers per hour. If we're talking about money, how much you get paid per a specific amount of time, and even when we're talking about food. Another example would be like I score 28 points per game in basketball. So any of these is a rate. So the unitary method helps us solve problems relating to longer shifts or less amount of food, okay, by keeping this rate the same over a different period of time or a period of quantity. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is to find one unit, and then we can use this one unit to multiply in to find any amount of units. So let's say you make $86 for a 5-hour shift. And we want to know how much you'd get paid if you only worked a 3-hour shift. Is it worth you coming in for a 3-hour shift? So the way we want to do this is we want to work out how much we make per 1 hour and then multiply it by 3. So again, I like to use the box method just because it helps me know that my working out's in the correct order, and it'll help with slightly harder problems. So if I make $86 for a 5-hour shift, all I've got to do is work out how much I make for a 1-hour shift. So I've obviously got to divide here by 5, which is what I've got to do to the other side. Okay, if I do something to one, I've got to do it to the other. So 86 divided by 5 is equal to 17.2. So that's the rate that I make per hour. So therefore, for a 3-hour shift, I make 17.2 multiplied by 3, because that's how many hours I want to work, which is equal to $51.60. Now I can use this information to determine if I want to work a longer shift. Let's say I want to work a 7-hour shift. All I've got to do is multiply my unit or my hourly rate by 7, which gives me $120.40. Okay, so I know you could probably do that without the box scaffold, but it is just something that will help us in later questions. For example, if I've got a question like this, a car has a fuel rate of 6.6 litres per 100 kilometres. So that means I can travel 100 kilometres with 6.6 litres of fuel. I want to know how far I can go with 20 litres. So 6.6 litres equals 100 kilometres of driving. So I want to work out what 1 litre, how far 1 litre gives me. So to get from here to here, I've got to divide by 6.6, and to get from here to here, I've got to do the exact same thing. So 100 divided by 6.6 is equal to 15.15 repeater. Okay, but I just want you to keep it in your calculator as the answer, okay? Just so we don't run into any rounding issues. Now the question's telling me that I want to find out how far I can go with 20 litres. So I've got to multiply this 1 litre amount by 20, which is what I've got to do to this original, to this 15.15. In your calculator, can you go answer times by 20? And that gives us 20 litres is equal to 303.03. So I would just write a mathematical sentence at the end to make sure that we know what our answer is. But 20 litres of fuel allows 303.03 kilometres of driving. And that is our final answer. So in these multi-step questions, I really like having this box formation because it just means that you can't reduce or increase one of the quantities without doing it on either side. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you later. I hope you guys found that helpful. Just a reminder that there are some free worksheets attached in the description below relating to this very topic. I also put up a PDF of the notes so you don't have to copy them from the video. If you do need any additional help, please don't be scared to send me an email. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel for some more quick math.